that down all the way to the bottom and see if anyone's home. Oh, yellow edge! Woo! Oh my God.
This is big, dude. Oh my God. What?
Look at the size of that yellow edge!
Oh my gosh.
He's a stud too, his eyes didn't pop.
No, because it took so long to reel him up. Look at that thing, guys. Gosh.
Absolutely.
Tile fish going in the box.
You wanna get him in the box?
Pulling up this last drop, we are gonna go hit the reef now and go do a little bit of diving. It's hot. We got afternoon thunderstorms coming in probably. So we're gonna go cool off for a little bit, run in, and maybe score a fish or two on the way in.
So we are hopping right into the spearfishing action. Now we had an insane day leading up to this, and then we got in the water, clear water, sharks everywhere, cobias everywhere, and we knew it was going to be an awesome day of spearfishing, which also meant we could be very, very selective, which is one of the things I like about spearfishing. You can see this cobia was a little curious, and he wasn't very big, probably legal, but not very big. He actually hit the tip of my spear gun. He came so close to me to check me out, but we could see there were some better fish on the sharks. So we wanted to pick and choose the fish that we were going to be taking home. So here's where we put our first fish in the boat, our first cobia in the boat. And what happened here, the shark did exactly what you want to happen. It turned around, came straight past us. Taylor was able to get a really good drop on these fish. And that top fish right there, you'll see Taylor line up on him. And gets a great shot off on him. I was there to put a second shot in real quick, and that's what this whole game's about. It's all teamwork. When done correctly,
That was easy.
We usually do really well with the sharks.
Here, just push your shaft all the way through. And watch those shafts when you swing in. Don't get hit by a shaft.
Here we were presented again with pretty much the exact same scenario. I went to look at another fish, but again opted for the safety call and to make sure we secure one fish before going for another. Taylor had a very, very solid shot on this fish. He really didn't even need a backup shot, but I was just there to kind of, in case the sharks came around and wanted to try to take a swipe at the cobia to kind of fend the sharks up. And also we got tangled up in the flashers a little bit, so we were able to kind of get that off there before it turned into a big old mess. But there you go, cobia number 2 in the boat. This time I was in the perfect spot, and that shark came straight in, turned broadside, giving me my pickings of whichever fish I wanted. I lined up a good shot on him and hit him with the El Rolo, and that is the ideal scenario. Lights out, no struggle, a very low chance of the sharks getting fired up on him, and we got cobia number 3 in the boat. So here's another really, really good clip to show you exactly how selective we can be when spearfishing. Now there's probably 5 fish on this shark that are in the 36-inch range that would definitely be keeps, but I didn't get a great shot on him. I wasn't happy with it, so I didn't want to take the shot. I just kind of let the fish go, let the shark swim off. He'll probably come back around, give me another shot and an opportunity to get the perfect shot on the fish, or even just get a better look at the fish and decide if that's what I want. It's awesome to be down there with all the bait, the fish, the sharks, even this turtle that came through here. You saw a cuda a second ago. Just awesome being in the world that's not really ours, but it's their world. I made another drop down on the shark, and I saw the fish I wanted to take. He was very curious, came straight up to me, broadside shot. I'd like to be a little higher than the fish when I take the shot, so that wasn't perfectly ideal, but a very solid holding shot. I knew I didn't have to give him line, and I could just rip him right in. And Taylor was there to play backup and kind of fend off any sharks that wanted to come in and check out the wounded cobia. And then we'll go right into the next clip, and same thing. Had a shark come by again. We've kind of picked off the biggest fish now. We're just looking to get a couple more to finish the day out. Got a really solid shot again. I was pointing out to Taylor that it looked like there was one more good fish there. Taylor's thinking about it like I was earlier, but then opted for the right call there, which was just make sure one fish gets in the boat. Things can go south really fast if these sharks get fired up.
Let's hurry, they're right underneath us.
All right.
let's just redrift. We'll just redrift.
So this is one of those days that stuff went absolutely perfect. We went out, we got our groupers, and then we went and did some diving. You can see the cobia worked out awesome. Me and Taylor both shot some really nice fish, and then I kind of wanted to get a little tricky with it. I got this Headhunter gorilla sling that I showed you guys in one of my Bahamas videos, and in the Bahamas we are not allowed to use spear guns, so we use slings and pole spears. But I saw the potential in this pole spear, or sling, I'm sorry, and I really wanted to catch a big fish. So this is the shooter. Basically, you have a reel mounted on a piece of wood. There's a hole in the center that goes all the way through, and a rubber band with a little cup piece on the end. So this is the shooter. And then a sliding ring with the line attached to it. The ring will slide all the way up the shaft. Now the tip on this Headhunter sling, I have a slip tip on this one, which is a lot of time used for big fish, and a lot of time used when the shaft won't penetrate all the way through like the flopper does on the spear guns you see me using. So the way this works is once it goes into the fish, it doesn't even have to go all the way in. It can go that far in, just barely in there. And then as soon as pressure's taken up, like if the fish is trying to swim away, that piece turns sideways and really, really lodges in there. So with it working this way, it would be an awesome way to go after some bigger fish on a sling, kind of like a little more, I don't know, something different to do. And then I rigged it up with a cable, just kind of customized it a little bit, but we'll show you guys this going after some cobias. I made a couple drops down, but the cobias were not cooperating too much. That's pretty much what happened every drop. The sharks would come in, the cobias were a little small, and I didn't want to shoot an undersized fish. So I put the sling away for that day. And then this happened. So you can see I got my shot off on a cobia, a solid cobia at that, and you're gonna have to wait and see that in another video, but we'll get back to the end of this video and finish it off for you guys.
Woo! We got him! Cruising in! Just got out of the drain, got a bunch of fish. Bottom fishing, a little bit of free diving. It was absolutely sick. We'll show you guys the catch in a little bit when we're not going really fast. Probably can't hear. Look at that mixed bag. Groupers, cobias, tilefish, the size of that.
Rolling rock.
And rolling rock. That thing fought hard. Yeah. So, the plan came together absolutely perfect. We went out, we did our deep drop, and then kind of slowed down. We did a couple drops and didn't really get any bites, and we wanted to come into the reef and do some diving. So me and Taylor hopped in the water, and we were able to find some nice cobias for the boat. And we're loaded up. We made it back to the house. You can see we hit the storms on the way in. Good call to get in when we did. Casey's working on the boat right now. We got the boys over here. Already doing some damage on the cleaning. Nice cobia. That's the smaller of the yellow edges, but this meat looks so good. I'm pumped.